don't see them. Said we'd see them. I don't see them.
Dude,
where are they?
You might need to get new glasses. They're right there.
Just smile and wave. Hi. Hey guys, this is still week 21, but guess what? We're done with Monday. We're going to talk about all the stuff that happens after Monday, but we're not going to get quite to Friday. So you're going to basically say that we're doing midweek stuff, and I think we got it wrapped up quite nicely in the segment we like to call the Midweek Wrap-Up. Jinx.
Yeah, so we're doing that thing where we start off with the main event. We had another singles match from tag teams. They're gearing up for their tag team cage match on SmackDown. We had Jey Uso defeat Stardust. Good match.
I was surprised by no Jimmy / Goldust at ringside for this one.
Yes. Yeah, neither partner out there. I guess maybe it was like a unspoken rule where it's like, hey, let's go out and let's do our own thing. Interesting. Jay won with a super kick into a schoolboy. Mm-hmm. Interesting way to win.
Yeah.
It's still very.
I have won that way before. At Life.
You super kicked Life in the face and the schoolboy rolled up?
One time I won the lottery that way.
Super kicked it right in the Powerball.
Teach me your ways.
It was only like $1 though.
Still, that's a pretty epic way to win $1.
Yeah.
Anyway, up next we had you had a lot of gripe with this segment. We saw Tyson Kidd standing in the hallway. Natty came up to try and talk to him, and she was being very heartfelt and.
Oh, well, not a legitimate gripe, but.
Well, you were like.
It was funny.
Yeah. She's having a heartfelt moment. She's trying to make him understand how she feels, letting him know that she's proud of him, and he hears nothing except the end because he's wearing his headphones the whole time.
Yeah, the only thing I'm really yelling about is I'm yelling in Natalia, much in the same vein that I yelled at Zack Ryder during Raw.
Why did you run at him?
That it was obvious because on the same side where she was standing, his headphone cord was very, very visible.
He wasn't doing a very good job of hiding it.
No.
She maybe thought he wasn't listening to anything in his headphones.
True. He could, because he's always got the headphones. They might have just been around his neck.
No.
Are you saying Natty's stupid?
I'm not saying Natty's stupid. I'm saying that WWE doesn't portray her as being the most intelligent person.
This is true. And she's got flatulent problems.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. I think she's got that undercovered.
Well, yeah. All she had to do is go to the store and get Gas X.
That works.
Up
next, we had the return of Curtis Axel, who's been out since Ryback's, just after Ryback went in for surgery. He would defeat Justin Gabriel. A very scary end to this match.
Yeah, Justin Gabriel appeared to be trying to almost leapfrog style to the top turnbuckle. Didn't quite, his toes hit the rope, and he was able to catch himself on the middle turnbuckle. And Curtis Axel hit him from behind, and he flipped over the top rope and landed directly on his right shoulder.
Yeah, just all of his weight right on that shoulder, and he immediately was.
Yeah, the ref went out.
Having it.
The ref went out and checked on him. Apparently, he was okay to finish the match, but Curtis Axel basically threw him in the ring and beat him with a running knee lift.
Yeah, it wasn't a glorious end. I give it to Curtis Axel to try and come up with like the most physical move he could do without, potentially causing more injury to Justin Gabriel.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets an awkward win. But still, they both looked really good. Yeah,
the rest of the match was fantastic. And, big, strong comeback for Curtis Axel.
Yeah. Now, Tyson Kidd would have a match up next against someone who we've been seeing him recently face off against a lot on a different show. Sami Zayn would make his way to main event and take on Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
Amazing match as usual. We've been seeing them fight for weeks in NXT. Tyson would get the cheap win as usual, kind of using Natty out there. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, roll up with the tights.
Yeah,
Tyson Kidd's current style.
The one thing that I really liked that you pointed out was that...
I pointed it out. I was like, hey, look at that.
Yep, yeah. I see it, I see it. During, like, a lot of the times when a roll-up's happening, you see people just kind of, like, waving their arms, like, trying to get out of the roll-up. Sami Zayn actually kind of, like, reached down to try and, like, grab Tyson's hand off the tights.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a really cool touch.
That's what I go back to saying. The guys like Sami Zayn and Cesaro, they do a lot of those little things.
Right.
That make it seem more legit.
Yeah. And then in our main event, we had Bray Wyatt taking on Sin Cara.
Sin Cara donning a weird yellow outfit.
Yeah. It's kind of a bizarre color. But this was pretty much just, hey, Bray Wyatt's back and he's gonna
beat people up.
He's gonna beat the crap out of people. Sin Cara had a couple of moments.
Yeah, I kept my fingers crossed for Sin Cara's rolling powerbomb.
Oh man, that would have been pretty impressive if he pulled it off on Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, by the way, is looking a lot slimmer than he did when he left.
We've been noticing a lot of guys lately.
He's eating a lot less worlds now.
Yeah, that's true.
They did specifically call him the Eater of Worlds going on Snatch, though. So maybe he's been on a diet for a while. He's gonna start eating. He's gonna eat Dean Ambrose's world here.
Well, he had a cheat day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the one thing that I didn't like about this was my legitimate gripe, is that they were gonna have Bray Wyatt's return match on Superstars. Like, he's a guy that they're trying to pop back into main storyline, but they put him off on the B show for his comeback match.
Maybe they forgot that Superstars wasn't just all dark matches.
Damn it.
Yeah. He said Superstars.
I said Superstars. I get those two confused
Yeah.
a lot. But yeah, putting Bray Wyatt's return match on a B show.
Yeah. Here's what I think it is. It's another plug for the network. Because if you're watching the WWE Network for free right now, you could have seen Bray Wyatt's return match since the night he was destroyed by John Cena.
But did anybody know that his return match was going to be on?
Yeah.
Main event? Did they announce it on SmackDown? Okay, I didn't see that.
On Raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
Raw down.
Yeah, and
I can't get any of the show names right today. Monday SmackDown.
Monday Smack Raw.
Friday Night Superstars.
And
Friday
main
Night
NXT.
Super Event.
What?
Friday Night Super Event.
You said main XT? Alright. Whoa, now I'm all messed up. But yeah, Bray Wyatt would get the
And
win.
Survivor Slam.
Total SmackDown action.
Bray Wyatt would get the win with the Sister Abigail. Looking crazy as usual. Then we move on to Superstars, where we open up with another match with Curtis Axel taking on Adam Rose this time.
Yes. My favorite guy from South Africa that's not also named Justin Gabriel.
Adam Rose would win with the party
second
foul.
favorite.
A very good match. I don't think... Have we seen Adam Rose versus Curtis Axel before?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
And it's been a while since we've seen Adam Rose.
True. He has been kind of in obscurity for a while.
So yeah, I mean, we saw him on the Halloween episode of SmackDown, but that was the first time we've seen him in a long time.
Yeah,
and then we get to see him in a match, like a legit, like awesome one-on-one match saying like, hey, this guy can go.
Yeah.
Both these guys can go. And this one didn't have a shoulder injury finish.
Yeah. So,
Which is always better for a match.
Yeah.
yes.
The less
Then-
injuries, the better the match usually turns out.
Yeah.
Then in our main event of Superstars, we had Jack Swagger taking on Heath Slater.
Brad Bragg and Heath Slater.
Another really good match.
Yes.
Both of them were really on top of their game. I loved the finish. Heath Slater was kind of on the offense, went up to the top and went for a crossbody, and Swagger kind of like ducked out of the way and grabbed his ankle on the way down.
We've seen Swagger do this with other people and not turn out so good.
Yeah.
He's done it.
This was very fluid.
Like, the first time he did it with Kofi was really good, but then he kind of messed it up another time against Kofi. And he's definitely like Bo Dallas. He missed it and it was kind of awkward. Him and Heath Slater did it perfectly. Slater taps out to the Patriot Lock. Very good match.
Zeb Coulter had a lot of good expressions on the outside, while Heath Slater was on the offensive during the match.
Yeah, each time Swagger was down, like Coulter was like, "Why? Why are you doing this?"
And what?
Also had a lot of good beard on the outside.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a given. You
But-
know if you're getting Zeb Colt, you're getting good beard.
Well, I think my favorite, though, at one point when Heath Slater countered a Jack Swagger move, that Zeb Coulter literally just put his head down on the mat.
Yeah, he was very bewildered at the fact that Jack Swagger was being
Outwitted by
by
the
Wendy's.
Scarecrow.
It wasn't. Oh yeah, the Wendy's Scarecrow.
Yep. Huh. But then we moved on to the one show that I was super excited about because I read spoilers on what was going to happen.
Yes,
I think
We've
Because I'm
been-
a bad
yeah.
kid.
we've been talking about
15.
we've been talking about the spoiler for what, a month and a half now.
Yeah,
So
something
like
let's
that.
save it till we get there.
So, yeah.
But it was.
But first
It
off,
was time.
we opened up with the continuation of Sami Zayn's road to redemption as he defeated Tyler Breeze in
I called
another
the RTR.
The RTR.
Road to Redemption.
Aha. The
This
The
was a
River.
beautiful match.
the
though.
Insane RTR.
Yes.
Yes, another phenomenal match from two amazing workers. Lots of back and forth action. Sammy was just on fire.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
not even going to be super literal about that because it was awesome.
It was a fantastic match. Their little exchange into the supermodel kick was awesome.
Yes. Very
and then
cool.
The finish where Zayn freaking bear hugged Breeze and then yelled really loud and then delivered the exploder into the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then almost kicking Prince Pretty's face off with a haluva kick.
Yeah, it was a hell of a haluva kick.
Haluva, haluva.
Hell of a haluva. Say that 3 times fast.
Say it
That.
one time fast.
Well played, sir. Yeah, so Sammy is still on his way towards
Then
getting that unattainable goal. Then we had Tyson.
Flying.
He's gonna do it. Then we had Tyson Kidd versus Dash Wilder.
which surprised me.
Yeah.
It definitely surprised me that it was Dash Wilder. At the same time, I was happy.
Yeah.
Because
I've
you've been
been-
running
I've
the
been-
mechanics on NXT for weeks now.
I've been griping the fact that they had the tag team tournament, didn't have the mechanics in it.
Right.
And then a couple weeks back, we saw the tag team battle royal, didn't have the mechanics in it. So we get one half of the mechanics, Dash Wilder, who put on a pretty decent show against
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, I did not expect him to get as much offense as he did on Kidd.
Yeah, he had a decent amount of offense at the opening of the match. Kidd took over. He gets his comeback spot,
Yes.
but then Kidd did a little thing in the ropes, hangman on the neck thing, and ended up getting the fisherman hook neck breaker.
And then winning with the sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. He shot him sharply.
Yeah, it's making me wonder if Tyson Kidd's trying to make more of a stake or take more of a role in match creating and making good competitive matches, because he had this match which by all rights I felt should have been a stomp match.
Yes.
He had the match against Sheamus where yes he did win, but by all rights it should have been mostly Sheamus kicking his ass. But no, he made both matches really competitive, and I'm wondering if it's him backstage being like, okay, let's go on it and put on this type of match.
He's taking his time and allowing it to be their time.
Right.
He's not trying to hog the spotlight and put himself over. He's being a workhorse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's being very good at what he does.
That's one of the things that everyone always calls Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
He's the workhorse of WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, even on one of the older WWE games, Tyson Kidd wasn't a playable character, but they had a Tyson Kidd moveset and it was called Workhorse.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
But yeah, I think a lot of it is coming from, WWE, especially with the NXT brand, they're bringing in the indie guys. And they're noticing, here's a new higher impact, more entertaining style match. And I think one of the things is they're realizing, wow, maybe it's not terrible to let outside things influence WWE.
Oh, for sure.
And so, hey, let's have Tyson Kidd use a lot of the knowledge imparted by his huge wrestling family.
Yeah.
Things he learned in the dungeon and in Calgary Stampede Wrestling and
they're-
stuff like that.
They're finally starting to push the fact that he was make it relevant that he was one of the last students of the dungeon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, then we got something we talked about last week that they could potentially do is Marcus Louis becoming a French monster.
Yep.
Yes.
That was cool.
Towel over his head, just continuously saying, they won't stop making fun of me.
Yes, in English and French.
Yes. Very a la Kane.
Yes.
After he took his mask off.
We got two... Oh, you got one.
Well, so I was just saying, he even had like the red lighting.
Yes.
So, making it a little bit more ominous.
I'm seeing a weird thing going on here with, like...
Everyone wants to be Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Rowan sitting, watching See No Evil. Now Marcus Louis doing the towel and the red lights. We got two graphics stating that Hideo Itami and the Ascension would go face to face.
Yes. Hideo saying last week that, you're right, I can't do this on my own, so I'm going to be bringing a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that we have a heck of a tag team match coming up.
Yes.
We have Bayley and her friend Charlotte taking on the newly formed friendship, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch.
This match was amazing.
Yeah.
These
I
women...
fell in love with this match.
I'm in love with every woman in this match. I was in love with this match as a whole. It was technically set up from beginning to end.
Oh yeah.
It was just... All four of these girls are so good.
They did a really good job playing on Sasha Banks being afraid of Charlotte.
Yeah, a lot of the quick tag outs.
Yeah.
Every time Charlotte got close, she's like, nope, tagging. And Becky's like, all right. And she gets back in and starts...
Yeah, Becky wrestled a lot of the match for
Yeah.
her team.
Yeah, I was really interested, like, how they were going to portray her, like, with the same kind of entrance, but she had a lot more...
Arrogance.
Arrogance added. Yeah, she was very, like, you know, what are you going to do? You know, it was very...
She was like, now I'm really gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
what she said.
Yeah, it's the longer she's been going in NXT, the more I'm seeing less Becky Lynch, more Rebecca Knox happening.
Yes. But the finish would come when Sasha pulled the heel move and pulled the tights on Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if either of you saw this, but Bayley would then tweet to William Regal, I'm sorry, Mr. Regal, I don't mean to bother you, but can I please have either Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks in a steel cage? So...
I did not see that,
Neither did I.
and I'm okay with that.
Come on, NXT. This is the place where this needs to happen.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
The-
Stay ahead of the curve. Do it now. Make it happen. Please.
Before the Bellas try and ruin it.
Yeah. Ew. Then we get Sami Zayn in the back talking to Renee Young. She asks him about his road to redemption, and he feels like, you know, he's making waves. You know, he's beat Tyson Kidd. He beat Titus O'Neil. He beat Tyler Breeze. Now he feels like it's time, and that he should be getting that title shot.
Yeah.
And William Regal even says, yes, I think he is ready for that title shot. So next week we get Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville for the NXT Championship. One-on-one. This is going to be a phenomenal match.
Yeah.
I like the way that Regal went about saying that, though, because he's like, well, I know that they both said that they want this match, but I can't always think about what they want. I have to think about, and excuse me for saying this, what's best for business. Then he stops, and he's like, you know what? Actually, no. That's a really good idea. Let's have that match.
So next week's main event is going to be good. But
This main event,
this main event is
which wasn't even a match.
No.
it's what we've been waiting for a very long time. We get the Ascension come down, calling out Hideo.
Wearing their nipple shirts.
Would you like to talk about the nipply shirts?
I just said they're nipply shirts.
He pointed out
cut off with the the no slot sides to the shirt, but they're both of them had their shirts cut perfectly so that their nipples peeked out the sides.
Yeah.
It was weird.
But I
You guys
wasn't.
are weird.
I wasn't focused on the Ascension's nipples. I was focused on the fact that they called out Hideo to say, you know what, Hideo, you've been a problem of ours since NXT Takeover.
Now we're gonna take care
Now
of you.
you come out here so we can finish what we started. Hideo comes out very stoic. You know, he's
typical Hideo.
yeah he's
Yeah.
ready. He's ready for action, and everyone's been wondering who is Hideo gonna bring.
Except for us. Spoiler.
Who's going to be the friend that's going to help even up the sides. We get, formerly known as Prince Devitt, we get Finn fucking Balor.
We do.
who
Yeah.
the crowd, when Finn Balor came up,
On the screen,
the crowd went, huh? And then when he walked out, they
and
went,
Prince Devitt walks out, and
everyone
people
went,
Yeah.
losing
Kermit the
their
Frog, yay!
losing their mind. Hideo and Finn just kind of like stand there. They look at each other,
And
give
then
a
they
give a little nod, and then,
storm the ring.
yeah,
Yeah.
House of Fire. Ascension's taking the fight to them, but Ascension had no fucking chance.
They did do-si-doing hesitation drop kicks in the corner.
Yeah.
2 of them, which
Yes.
was awesome.
And Finn double stomped the crap out of
Oh,
Connor
yeah.
I
twice.
thought, when he landed on him on the outside, I thought he broke his hip because he just lands.
Connor started
Yeah.
freaking out.
Yeah.
He probably- that hurt like a bitch, man.
Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine what that feels like.
Yeah, and Hideo takes care of Victor on the inside. Baylor comes back in. Connor crawls back in, and Hideo grabs Connor and holds him in perfect position for Finn Balor to double stomp him off
Yeah,
the top rope to his
just-
back.
Yes.
Ow.
And this is the first time that we've seen the Ascension just completely laid out. Because at the end, Finn Balor even lifts up Conor O'Brien's head, and he's just done. Drops it, and the Ascension had no fucking chance going into this.
No.
They were completely screwed from the beginning.
And the crowd was chanting something we've been thinking since we read the spoilers. The crowd was chanting Dream Team.
Yes. And I'm hoping that as fun as this beatdown was, I'm hoping we get the actual tag team match next week.
I'm hoping so. Or, we're talking the next takeover is going to be in December.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it should be.
We could have a December takeover match for
I-
Ascension and
I am all for that.
Baylor Itami combo,
And
which I'm going to call the Foreign Legion.
Ooh, good one. I like it.
But yeah, man, I mean, NXT is the only place these days in WWE where I get goosebumps.
yeah.
So I got goosebumps from that.
Yeah.
The only time better than Moose Knuckles, especially one from Moscow.
Yeah.
The only time main roster in recent history that I got goosebumps when watching a show was Hell in a Cell
Yeah.
Yeah,
when Ambrose and Rollins were fighting on the top of the cell.
yeah, because it was just nerve wracking. This was an amazing midweek. Did you have something you want to add?
I was just going to mention that similarly, the only time I've gotten that goosebumpy feeling main roster happened after this. But yeah, same kind of thing.
All right. Yeah, that's it for the midweek. A very exciting midweek. WWE is on a roll at this point. Raw was great. Midweek was great. We'll have to wait and see what's
We're
in
on a
store.
roll.
We'll have to wait and see what's in store for us and SmackDown. But up next, we have Streak Week.
And none of us are going to actually get naked, though.
No, it is who should have ended the streak. It is my choice. These two have no idea who I picked.
5 reasons why blank should have ended the streak.
Yes.
Who is it?
I lied. It's actually. Now put those together. Put those together. What do you get?
Oh.
I don't know. Ernest Miller?
Damn it!
Well, you just
Spoiler
told us.
alert. We'll see it Streak Week.